We are here in Manipur and we are now joined by MP Professor Bimal Akuljam. Sir, the Prime Minister's visit, there is a lot of anticipation because it comes 2 years since the ethnic conflict began in the state. How do you see his visit?
I have been saying this, the kind of issues that we have, the crisis that we've gone through are still going through. Given that, I was expecting that he would be more upfront to say that I'll be visiting the state, announce it earlier, and then have a series of consultative meetings with the political leadership, opposition party, ruling party, civil society groups, women group, student organizations, and then have a meeting with the top brass administrators here, and visit perhaps a relief camp and try to look. That kind of a seriousness is something that I was expecting it. What happened is that they didn't announce. It was only officially 48 hours mein nahi hoga bhi, they just announced it. So much secrecy. Then ultimately, as it gets unfolded, it turns out that he's addressing a public meeting and inaugurating certain projects and so on, completely sidelining what we have been going through for the last 2 years. So his visit is less to do with the crisis that we have gone through. So it was so casual. So I got offended by this. So
Offended by the proposal of Prime Minister's visit?
This very nature of his visit. It's not the visit per se.
Right.
I would have welcomed, if I have said it, what a Prime Minister coming here and boldly announcing it that I'm coming to meet people and officials there, and then it's vis-a-vis with the crisis that we are going through. So it almost seems it has nothing to do with the crisis. So it's a misplaced idea that it has come here for addressing the crisis and so on. If it had been that one, as anybody would have expected, he would have a larger consultative meetings.
No, but this one, it's being, as the posters say, which has been put up by the government here, which is under President's rule, the governor. So, it clearly says that he's coming here to kick off, inaugurate developmental projects worth 8,500 crore, which is a whopping sum.
That is what I am saying. It has nothing to do with the crisis. I need the Prime Minister to address the ongoing crisis. Their IDPs are still languishing in relief camps. People are not able to go back. Have you ever seen this kind of thing in the entire country? When the communal violence happens, you have the so-called buffer zones and people aren't able to move. They can't stay in their homes. Have you ever seen this?
No, but has there been no normalization on the ground? I traveled to Churachandpur yesterday. We can travel from the valley to the hills right now. Things have eased out to a great extent, but yes, the buffer zone exists and there are multiple checkposts.
In what sense? For you guys?
For the media.
So what about the ordinary citizen of this state? You tell me that. I'm saying that he's...
As a public representative, as an elected MP, you have also been invited to the Prime Minister's both the program at Imphal and Churachandpur. Can you visit Churachandpur?
Look, that's why I said, will they allow me? I've asked my office to write because they sent the invitation so late last night. And this is the program in the morning. Is it a joke? I was sitting with my CLP and then, around 7 or something in his office. The invitation comes and we were checking it out. I said, maybe minor. Then when I came home, then I saw somebody coming here and delivering the card. Is it the way to do? And this is to attend the inaugurations of these functions. I am saying that Manipur, people assume that Prime Minister is visiting after 2 years. He has visited here before also. What is the context of his visit? Is it vis-a-vis with the crisis that we are going through, this unprecedented violence and segregation of people, denial of rights to the people of getting access to public facilities, airports, hospitals, highways? Do we get it? Can the cookies come and get access to the Imphal airport? Can they come to the medical facilities in Imphal? Can Meitei student go to Churachandpur Medical College? Can anybody go back and live in their own original homes? This is the problem that we have.
You don't think that the Prime Minister, being the head of the state, his visit will be able to soothe, some of those deep wounds that Manipur, all communities have suffered in the past 2 years?
How are you saying that I am insisting to you that he has not addressed any of these things? This developmental work can go on. Is there anything to do with the crisis is what I'm asking his visit. So soothing what? Healing touch for what? When you don't even address the issues, you are saying that healing touch hoga. Kaise ho jayega?
The fact that in the past
This
7
development,
months...
he could stay in Delhi and inaugurate there.
True.
From online.
But, sir, I'm
But is this development project he's announcing has anything to do with the crisis, I'm asking?
True.
Is there any plan for IDPs?
He's going to meet some IDPs on both sides.
That's a symbolic. They will have gathered people, buses, lot of people. You can do that as a political mobilization. They have always done this. I am saying it that the state has been going through an unprecedented crisis. Is this visit related to that crisis? Ask a specific question. What do you think? This political class, CSO leader, women organization, these are all jokes? Are we insects? Do we exist? He's the Prime Minister. Is he addressing the crisis that we are going through? So people are saying, oh, he's visiting after 2 years. No, it's not after 2 years. He has visited before also. We are saying vis-a-vis with the conflict that he is going thereafter. No. So if he is coming, is it doing anything for this? Is this addressing? If it is a genuine attempt to do it, there would have been a dedicated visit to the state. He would have slot for meeting opposition leaders, his own party colleague, security officials, civil society groups, trying to address and listen to the grievances of the people. That's what you expect the head of the state of this country to do. And you completely sideline these issues and say, ye development project inaugurate karega, ye announcement karega. That is what offending me.
You feel that that's insensitive?
Obviously. I'm not against development, but I've said the context in which he has come and people are confusing his visit as if it's related to the crisis. I'm saying that there's
crisis. So you were saying that the crisis and development are two separate things. One needs to first address the crisis,
this is here and now.
and development will follow.
No, it can go hand in hand, but completely silencing the crisis is what he has been doing it.
But there has been a technical change in the past 7 months because, the chief minister has resigned. The state is under president's rule, which is directly under central government right now. So in a sense that the center was at the helm of affairs as far as the state is concerned. So on a real term basis, I'm asking, we do see that people going about their lives as far as the Imphal Valley is concerned. Similarly, at Churachandpur, people are going about their lives, even though, people can't travel from one side to the other. That still stays. But I'm saying inside the valley, there is some sort of a normalcy. Don't you think the 7 months that change has happened?
You see, two things you're getting, conflicting two things. Number one, the union government has been involved in this crisis from the day one. One should not make any mistake on this. That we assume that the union government has nothing to do with Manipur crisis till they took over formally. Right. My question is that they have been involved. Right. There has been a constitutional obligation on them. But in the manner in which they have been involved is that they said that, the CM is cooperating with us. And the CM, that ex-CM said that, whatever he is doing is on record with the advice and consent of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister. Right. The change of the officials like Chief Secretary to DGP to Security Advisor was done at the behest of the central government. That's what the CM also said, ex-CM also said it. Right. And he came and said the Hill will be under union government and this will be under. This is a completely unconstitutional way and clearly telling you that the union government has been involved from the day one. The only difference is that state government's facade was like a cushion. So all the criticism don't go directly to the Prime Minister and the Home Minister because you had a government of Manipur there, isn't it? But everybody knows that you have been trapped in this image as if these are holy cows, they are not involved in these whole problems. Now that facade is gone, so any violence happen will go directly to the union government, isn't it? You realize that the moment they took over this violence kept quiet. What does it mean? All these years you can't stop, despite 2 divisions of armed forces here, and pumping in so many thousands of troops from central security forces, and then cooperating CM and directing them under their own eyes. This has happened. Now you have a government then to blame. Now that government is gone.
And comparatively, you see much more.
So therefore, you should see the fact that they had stopped the moment government of India took over, because this is, people say it's because they have taken charge. It's not, because they know and we know that they can stop. Had they wanted to do it, they would have done it a long time back.
But that's an interesting, POV that you're saying, because we've heard for so many years, last few years, that there's so much talk about double engine ki sarkar. The center and the state, both run by the BJP government, so there is accelerated growth. But you're saying here, in this case, your POV is that the state government was being used as a shield so that the blame doesn't go on the central government. And now that the central government is directly at the helm, so how is it that suddenly in the past 7 months we've seen relative calm?
Absolutely. I call it overt violence. But the everyday forms of violence happens because you think that these people who are linguistic in the relief camp, they are not facing violence. This is a everyday form of violence. Their dignity, their choices, their life, it's everything gets disrupted. And we think that, oh, Prime Minister ne bhi kaha, I said this. Remember that in fact, if you recollect, the moment I filed my nomination, when I met the press, I said this after filing my nomination paper. I said, we'll think that Imphal mein sab thik thak chal raha hai, school is going on, shaadi ho raha hai, ye ho raha hai, you think it is normal. Do not think that it's normal, that you can't travel in this state, and then you have your thousands of your fellow citizens are linguistic in this camp. I said they will start telling you that things are getting normal, and exactly that what Prime Minister did. On the floor of the house, school khol raha hai, hospital. You are normalizing this abnormality that exists in Manipur. You understand that? So I think all the media have also got trapped into that narrative.
So then lastly, this is something that most people would like to understand. That everybody is asking this. And this is something that even, as somebody who has been following this crisis over the past 2 years, this is on my mind as well. How do you bridge this gap of mistrust between the two communities? How do you do that?
See, number one,
Can that be bridged?
Obviously, you have partisan violence, you still have the scar, and we had terrible communal violence in this country. There's a form of certain reconciliation always. Jab tak is desh mein aap citizen ban ke rahoge, then whatever violence, you can't say that they can't live together. But important thing is, all of you are asking always a wrong question. You should be asking, this is a state's responsibility to ensure that the citizens are able to go back to their homes and stay. Right. They get access to the road.
Absolutely. But what is the roadmap? How does
this is what I said, make it sure that, look at this, one of the spokesperson of one of these cookie armed groups said, we have never blocked the road. Isn't it? Then it's also simultaneously said 2 more things. It says you can travel on your own risk. Isn't it a veiled threat?
So that is the question. As an MP, can you actually travel?
Let me finish. He said we have one block. Then who's blocking the road? Why people can't go through it? Is it the responsibility of the citizens to ensure that he can go through it? Or is it the state who will ensure?
It is the government which
So
has to do that.
if somebody is giving a veiled threat at your own risk, what does it mean? And buffer zone. The government of India should say that within the citizens of this country, you cannot have a buffer zone. This is not an international problem.
It still does exist.
But that is what? This is the abnormality, and we are normalizing this.
No, but I'll ask
Government of India must know that they are not a UN force intervening in a class of 2 communities in some other distant countries.
Absolutely.
So there is no buffer zone. You should not entertain it. If the road, you are supposed to ensure that the citizen get access. If some dacoit says that, we will loot on the way, so people are not going to go, we will say that you should talk to those goons and dacoits and then resolve the issue so that you can pass through the road.
So my question was, It is, of course, the responsibility of the state to, normalize, secure and provide security to people for free movement from both sides. I mean, this cannot happen within an independent country. So, both are, we are a sovereign country, and Manipur is a state. I mean, it's not like there are two sovereign nations. One is the valley and one is the hill. So in that context, it is solely responsibility of the administration. But therefore, I ask you, you have got an invitation to travel to Churachandpur to attend the Prime Minister's program. Would you, as an elected representative, choose to go?
No, I can go. I told my office, is it possible? Because they sent me so late. I would have...
No, but do you feel secure that you...
No, I said, I need security guard. Since you have given me an invitation card, I'm ready to go. Provide me the security arrangement. Will they do that?
But do you feel confident that you will be able to go if you're provided security?
If they provide me and ensure security, I will go. That's why I said my office, if they have sent this little earlier, and I didn't expect them to invite me for Churachandpur. If they are inviting me, I would have insisted, you give me the security arrangement, I want to go. Who stops me from going there? It will be shown clearly to the public that this government of India in hand in glove with these people who are obstructing people from going back to their homes.
But as an MP, you do have security, so you want enhanced security.
Yes, of course. Because I've seen how they have allowed people, allowing state to be challenged so blatantly with armed men all around. You have seen, you've seen the footage is ISIS style of marksmen screaming with gun right in the capital. People are in fatigues and military of heart moving around. What is this Indian state? Have you ever seen this happen in Bombay or anywhere? Now you're saying that some people will say, Gali de dega Manipur ko. Manipur, you guys are fighting. Why are you blaming our Prime Minister? I said, Bhaiya, Manipur is not an independent country.
Exactly.
Do not utter that word. If it is an independent country, nobody would have said our Prime Minister should address. Uska matlab, they should understand. It is a state responsibility.
So has the state reached out to you that they will provide you enhanced security?
No, they will just, it's a ritual, they're sending it. Right. This is like a contempt. I said, if you are inviting me, give me the security, I'll go. It's my home state, I'll go. They're sending out this invitation as like a normal and stuff like that. You ensure that if you're inviting your MP to go there, he's invited our CLP also.
No, but Rahul Gandhi did visit. I was covering this.
No, I'm saying that within the state, why this particular barrier has been created? They have created this deepening of this crisis. They could have stopped it. Now, they have been saying all kinds of things throughout these 2 years to absorb their responsibility. And I'm telling you, he's on visit right now. Do you realize that it is nothing but silencing the crisis? Sab changa hai, development kaam karna hai. You stay in your relief camp, people can't get access to each other. You send invitation card to your MP and ministers to go there. It's a joke, they're doing it. That's what offends me. I am not against development. But everybody, people like you are saying that, isn't it a healing touch? He's nothing addressing this crisis. Am I making sense? So that is the
peace
point.
as the precursor to development is what you're trying to say, and normalization of the conflict or the suffering.
I'm saying is that his complete attempt to make the crisis invisible, insignificant, is what this visit signifies.
Right. So, this is an observation and quite harsh at that. This is a critique of the Prime Minister's, the kind of visit that is on offer right now. Bimal Akuljam, of course, the MP from Manipur, giving his perspective and his sense of how to read the Prime Minister's, or how it is being read from the opposition. As far as the opposition is concerned here in Manipur, the Prime Minister, of course, is on a whirlwind trip to Manipur, and he has two events, one in the hill district of Churachandpur and of course in capital Imphal. We'll have to wait and see as to how the Prime Minister addresses the issues that have been laid threadbare by the opposition in the state. With camera person Tapus Bairi, Indrajit for India Today in Manipur.